Michael, the Archangel, warns that a shocking truth is written inside a legal file tied to your name. The one who gave you power of attorney is doing it with trembling hands, and a secret, the file with your name inscribed on it in bold letters, has been waiting, kept with the weight of unsaid decisions, behind a closed door. It was not produced today, nor yesterday. Delivered face to face, and now that the truth is coming to light legally by revelation and authority, you have power you never requested, bestowed upon you from a place of shame and concealment. Not only was this knowledge guarded by paper and ink, but also by years of quiet, inner fights and sleepless nights. Tap Amen to receive it. Inside that document is more than just control. It's a message that may shatter you before it builds you. This isn't about money. It's about memories that they couldn't confront alone. The person who awarded you power of attorney did it with trepidation, knowing what they were about to entrust you with. No longer they attempted to put the past in the past. However, one night, as they gazed at an old photo of you, they were reminded of a time when you demonstrated unadulterated love. That memory set them in motion, and they found themselves incognito at a lawyer's office. They didn't want anyone to sway their decision, but now the time has come. The file is ready, and the key to unlocking it is something you alone possess. You must be present and truthful in order to receive Blessing 944. The clauses contain a quiet confession, but it is transformative. It clarifies the choice and reveals an unresolved hurt from the past. Healed, you are not being entrusted with the responsibility of managing money or property. Rather, you are being entrusted with the responsibility of righting a wrong that has been simmering in someone's heart. This legal action was their attempt to apologize for yearning for redemption by rewriting an unfinished tale they knew was there because they are scared you won't accept it, because the truth would drive you away. But they are even more frightened of dying from the burden of the lie. You weren't placed to that file carelessly. It was added through a lengthy process of carrying out a recording that was intended to receive Blessing 577. This isn't merely a legal act, it's an emotional earthquake. With trembling lips, you may soon be summoned to a place where this truth will be revealed. Arm yourself with bravery, not only with documents, for what you are about to read will deeply touch your heart, even though they couldn't express it verbally or quiet the message they've sent. They chose you because they believed you could forgive and still safeguard what? Important. A page in that file contains a paragraph that they wrote 10 times before signing. It reads, "Everything they couldn't tell you, everything they feared to say, you were the only person who made them feel. Super thanks." And there are contributions of up to $120.00 behind it. Witnessing the world's indifference to them, you may have been oblivious, but they were haunted by that recollection. This display of power represents their last-ditch effort to mend your wounds and reveal the reality that they lacked the guts to express with they carved it into your destiny. And now you're being positioned, not only as a lawmaker, but also as a conduit for the truth. This is no easy position, but rather a hollowed pipe through which you will get blessings. 729. Some people will be resistant. They may wonder why your name is on the list instead of theirs, but your courage was evident as you stood firm in the face of adversity. Your bravery in carrying on their heritage, cracked and imperfect as it may be, has inspired them to believe anew. So, it is not surprising if, 56, when they signed that paper, a spiritual force enveloped them. The angels were there. The file contains names, events, and truths. You weren't prepared for your job. Now you must see, accept, and decide. Type Amen to receive blessings. Were there, and they softly sobbed as the speaker delivered each line. I kept quiet about their actions, because they wanted you to be the first to hear about it. And soon, you'll be summoned to receive it. This choice will alter how, by seeing them for all time, you unlock a door to their previously sealed soul. And more than that, you get the authority to shape their future, and the futures of those whose lives are intertwined with theirs. Say Amen to receive blessings. 888A. This file contains an unexpected inheritance, not wealth or property, have always had you in their thoughts, even though they haven't shown it in the past. You can uncover letters, documents, and even photos with something scribbled on the back. Reading it will shed light on their fear, silence, and the finished paper finishes with you typing Amen to receive blessing. 294. And Archangel Michael states, this legal truth is divine. It's a testament to their longing, even if they never had the words to express it. Orchestration. It's not merely paperwork, it's a spiritual bridge. The power you now possess is transformation. It's more than authority. It becomes apparent the instant you sit with the file in your hands. If your entire family's past were to change, and the secret it contained could hold the key to a long-suppressed longing, it would beg you to do more than simply. If you want to get blessing 662, read this. It's not a burden you asked for. Rather, it's a sacred mission bestowed upon you during a spiritual awakening. Clarity. Though they sign with ink, heaven endorses with light. And within that envelope is more than just their history. It reflects yours as well. You may start to recall events in a new light, and the weight they bore will finally become clear. Their choice serves as a confirmation that you are stronger than you realize, and that you are more trusted than you realize. Despite everything, they trusted you with the name on that file is yours for a reason. Not because of blood, but because of spirit. Even when they were furious or confused, they knew you wouldn't betray them. You were the one place they could flee to without actually leaving. But now that they're gone, or silent, the truth is pounding on your door. You were always intended to know this, but no one had the courage to tell it aloud. If you open it, you'll find something holy, a final word, a hidden fact, a blessing, 99, and something deeper inside. This isn't a formality. It's intimacy disguised as legality. The days to come will feel different once you file a recorded voice, diary entry, or perhaps a handwritten letter, intended just for your eyes. You can feel their energy, as if they are attempting to lead you from a distance. Their spirit is restless until you read their words, and they are hoping that your reaction will liberate them from their own. Their inability to verbalize a written inquiry has consequences that will reverberate throughout your life. If you would want to show your support, please type 427. In addition, you can express your gratitude with contributions of up to $120.00. This wasn't merely a choice. It was their chance at redemption, and you are the key that unlocks the healing process. You are more than simply someone who holds a signature. You may find yourself in tears as you read the final chapter of The Power of Attorney, which not only grants you legal rights, but also delves into the character's emotional struggles, insecurities, and hidden portions of themselves. Embrace the sorrow. It is precious and will mold your destiny in surprising ways. The angels are cheering you on, strengthening your heart, and preparing you for what lies ahead. Say Amen to get blessings. 773. As you delve more, you'll find out about something that affects more than just yourself. Long-buried secrets are coming to light, perhaps even those of the entire family. You'll also get a new perspective on what happened and the reasoning behind some things. Heaven is monitoring your every move now that you know the truth. No one chose you by accident. You are the one who will bring light into this dark world. People have always been distant or confused about why this person's heart has always been so heavy. In the midst of chaos, keep this fact in mind. Your heart was always prepared, even if your head is still playing catch-up. Say amen to receive blessing 641, and know that the shaking hands who signed the paperwork wanted you would forgive, even. He uses his power of attorney to say things they couldn't before, without apologizing. You might feel overwhelmed, but have faith that the truth will reveal itself to you like a sacred scroll, page by page, and your role will become clear. You were the one presence whose aura did not pass judgment on them, which is why they confided in you to convey their truth. The world forced them to conceal their hidden sorrow, but now it is your turn to release it via your power and healing. Archangel Michael says, "This revelation is heavy but holy," and then the blessing spreads like a wave. A miraculous moment of clarity dictated the choice. It's time for you to realize what the angels saw when they penned your name. They never told you, but you always knew. This message was meant to awaken your power inside. You're not simply inheriting legal control. You are there watching, either from afar or above, waiting to see if you'll accept what was meant for your hands alone. Type a blessing, inherit insight, and put the pieces of a puzzle together. Nothing has ever happened by chance. There has always been a deliberate plan in the works, and someone will let you know as soon as they uncover the 318 hidden message, and when you bring up the file, relax. All will become clear as you listen. It will be as if you stepped into an unfinished but already written narrative, and that's because you are the protagonist. It was intended that someone write the ending. This is not just legal, it's prophetic. You are the bearer of unspoken truth, and heaven trusts you. To get blessings, type Amen. Here's a note from their file that seems like it was written a long time ago, yet every word pierces your heart as if it was spoken just now. It's that personal. People remember what you said to them, and it haunts and heals them. Just a sentence. You were the only one who could handle this power without abusing it, so they reversed their decision and gave it to you. Now, when you embrace it, the angels will surround you with light to help you navigate it. Even if they are no longer physically present, their spirit is still with you, and you will begin to see signs, dreams, numbers, whispers, and blessings along this way forward. When you pray the Amen feelings, it's their method of expressing, read it. Things that others wrote off as history may now feel very much alive to you. You may discover keys to places, names, and lost promises. As you move forward with this dossier in your possession, keep in mind that this isn't merely a legal responsibility, it's a spiritual one as well. Understand their suffering like never before. Their tale is intertwined with yours. As you touch the file, you may feel a trembling sensation. This is actually a sign of alignment. Your soul is responding to what it has always known was coming. It's a blessing number, 260. The words on the page have the capacity to stir up strong emotions, but they also have the ability to soothe long-simmering pain. This is the type of truth that can both break and heal at the same time. A power of attorney is more than just a legal document. Authorization is an open invitation to discover the truth behind the quiet. Names will startle you. If you've ever felt that your past didn't add up, this file has all the missing chapters. Just write Amen to receive blessings. 616. You could scream when you find out the truth, but you shouldn't stop reading, since you will not only possess solutions, you will wield authority. The authority to rectify wrongs, restore legacies, correct false accusations, and open doors that were unjustly closed. However, you should be prepared for those who seek to obstruct your path, gaining access to the complete truth, but no one else can take what is meant for you. You have been chosen by a higher power to hold the truth and convey it with justice. Say Amen to receive blessing 209. If you want to show your support, plus, you can show your extreme gratitude with contributions of up to $120.00. The words may be typed or handwritten, but the emotion is evident in every line. They simply couldn't express it but it was written here plainly in black and white. Forgive them, not for what they did wrong, but for what they have endured. Forgive them for the loneliness they felt and the stillness they drowned in. And here you stand, where they prayed you would, owning their very essence. And as you go deeper into the story, you'll see that it wasn't merely about them having faith in you. It was also about you rediscovering your own purpose in life, to bestow blessing. 999. The lines in that file contain years of buried feelings, secrets, and love. Some of the instructions may seem confusing at first, but if you stick to them, you'll understand what they mean when the time comes. Upon arrival, they hold the belief that you are the only capable of finishing what they began. This belief is concealed within the paper, ready to surface as your hands unfold it. This is not a coincidence, rather, it is a spiritual rendezvous, and you have always been. If you want to accept blessing 447, you need to say Amen. Some of the things you'll read will make you feel, and once you grasp the whole message, you won't be the same person. You will selected to shatter generational silence and bring light into regions where there has been darkness. And every word will be confirmed as true by your spirit. You will feel it in your chest, lungs, and bones. The heavens have watched you walk through pain with dignity, which is why you've now been trusted with the weight of redemption. Utilize it as a Papanan tool to receive blessings from heaven by scrolling over it with your key. There's a date inside designated 828 that you'll see in the music. Hidden, perhaps even scorched, the date carries significance. It was then that something occurred that altered their lives irrevocably. They have left this as a guide for you to find what others have buried, for you are within this shadowy secrecy, their whispers hold profound meaning. By deciphering them, you will discover more than simply the truths of the law. You will also encounter spiritual revelations. The bravery they shown in bestowing this ability upon you was immense. It cost them sleepless nights, tears, and the terror of being abandoned. Whether they are no longer with us or are still close by, their sacrifice was immense. Their faith in you was not misplaced. They knew that as you read, feel, sign, and act, your footsteps would reverberate with meaning. For with each revelation, you liberate. It is not only them who are being set free. Type Amen to receive blessing. 999. There might be a letter attached. This moment has been waiting for you and won't let go until the truth is full. May begin with, I'm sorry, or I never added the words. But take your time reading each sentence, since it bridges years of quiet. It's more than a legal decision, it's a spiritual apology, and they've chosen you to receive it. Honor it, empower it, because the doors it opens will change people's lives for the better. This isn't a burden, it's a blessing disguised as a pike payment. They tacked on a phrase at the last minute. The ink was barely dry when they gave it over to the last section of the file, which alters everything. It grants you the power to make a choice that could affect several parties' lives. It's not about exerting control, but about safeguarding what is most important to them. They confided in you, their hidden rock, since they didn't want anyone else to bear the burden but you. The document is their silent plea, and it is your responsibility to bring it into the light. If you want blessing 73, it's a triumph of love and spirit, not simply of law, that you have been able to have your name put in permanent ink, even though there were many who attempted to have it erased. You may have lost time, but you're about to. In your quest for understanding, you may stumble upon deceit, concealed inside seemingly innocent facades of compassion and smiles. However, buried within this file lies a reality that affirms all you've ever experienced. This act isn't about retaliation, it's about making amends. It's about trusting your gut feelings rather than relying on external validation. At last, the previously hidden chapter of your life is coming to light. The one who entrusted you with this task recognized the challenges that lay ahead, but they had faith in your resilience and compassion. They chose you, not because of your outward appearance, but because of your discernment and quiet strength. It was not their voice, but their spirit that chose you. Amen. For the benefit of 488 will be yours if you listen to and act upon their inner guidance. They gave you a coded message in writing instead of speaking it out. You are the only one who can decipher it. Trust your spirit first and your eyes second. You will know what to do next. Not everyone will be pleased with your leadership, but your validation does not depend on their acceptance. You were picked due to your spiritual alignment, not your family ties, so manage it gracefully. Even if people may murmur, question, or blame, remember that the truth is in your hands, not theirs, and that the angels are walking by your side no matter what. They feel safest leaving this with you. The message from Archangel Michael is that you are about to go on a journey that is both mysterious and illuminating, and that each signature should serve as a reminder of this fact rather than a burden. You are both the end and the beginning. You have been hand-picked to mend what was once broken. This truth could have remained hidden for all time, but heaven decreed that it would not. So, what was hidden is now. Something will rise in your chest as you finish the last page. It might be pain, clarity, joy, or something else entirely. But let it come. It is being exposed through you. Typing a design to receive blessed 8000. It's time to open the door that they gave you. The key to a new you that contains not justice, but peace, power, and purpose. May you get blessings as you do so. For this is more than just the end of a paper. At long last, the moment has arrived. The truth could never remain hidden forever. You were marked for this exact moment. And now that the file is in your possession, destiny is finally unfolding. Keep moving on, with confidence, fortitude, and the guidance of the angels at your side. You are about to receive 777 if you would like to show your solidarity. Moreover, you can choose to provide. Greatly appreciated, with contributions reaching 120